Good morning, everybody. Normally, I would say welcome to your first day of Aural Skills 1, also known as MUS 108, but instead I'll say welcome to your first video for class. I hope everyone's doing all right. I hope you're all doing well. If you moved onto campus, I hope the move was smooth, and I hope you're settling into campus well. Hope everything is going well. Everyone's healthy. Everyone's taking care of themselves. I hope everyone's groovy. For those of you who did the survey, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. It was really great getting a sense of who you are, what you're doing at Western, the resources that you have on hand, just a little bit more about who you are and what your interests are. I really appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. With this first video, I just want to kind of give a general overview of the class. I want to go over not every point on the syllabus, but some specific things to discuss, things to know about the class, things to expect from this semester ahead. And I also wanted to answer some of the questions that y'all left me on the survey, the last few questions on the survey. However, first and foremost, let's just get this out of the way. This is going to be a strange semester. These are strange times. I don't need to harp on more about that than you've heard from practically everyone else in your life. So above everything else, I hope that you're doing okay. Sincerely, I hope you're, wearing a mask, socially distancing, just taking care of your health, obviously. But I hope you're doing okay mentally and emotionally. I hope you're doing whatever you need to do to take care of yourselves through this time. Please know that there are certainly counseling services available on campus. Faculty are here to help you and support you. And don't neglect the fact that even if you're brand new on campus, even if you don't know many people, there are friends that you have yet to meet who are here to help you. Okay, you can all rely on one another. You're all going through the same situation. And for those of you coming into a music program for the first time, first and foremost, welcome to the music department at Western. It's an excellent place. But know that this is a place for really close relationships. You're going to meet people and you're going to make very close friendships here that are going to last the rest of your life. Music departments in colleges and universities are really specific places because you all go to class together, rehearse together, have ensembles together. It's just a very close environment. And so I hope throughout this semester, throughout your entire time at Western, of course, but especially now, I hope you start to understand this and develop the close relationships that come with being in an institution such as this. Please know that you have each other to talk to, you have each other to rely upon, and through all of this, through all the bizarreness of this entire semester, know that we will get through all this and we will be all the better for it. So let's carry on. Related, communication is so important this semester. I said this in the intro video, I say this in the syllabus, and I'm probably going to say it in every video and every live class session we have for this course. But please do not hesitate to reach out to me. If you have any questions, concerns, fears, hesitant thoughts, anything, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. My email is ajurik@wcu.edu. Please sincerely do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions, concerns, what have you, or anything. So what is this class all about? MUS 108, Aural Skills 1. What is this class about? It's about audiation. Audiation is the ability to look at a melody on the page, a melody or subsequently a chord progression later on, and to be able to hear that in your head, or I like to say to hear it in your inner ear. To be able to look at a melody, its rhythms, its melodic content, its leaps, and to be able to hear that in your head without the aid of a pitch-giving device, without having to play it on the keyboard or to play it on the guitar or the mandolin or whatever you may have. This is something we're going to develop, the ability to look at a melody and to hear it in your inner ear, and subsequently to articulate it, to sing it, or to sight sing a given melody. We're also going to be working quite a bit with transcription, where I will play a given melody and you'll be able to mark it down. You'll be able to transcribe the melody as I play it. I'll give each transcription a number of hearings. I'll play everything on a keyboard, but you will develop the ability to transcribe, to dictate what I'm playing on the keyboard, to dictate these melodies and again later on the given chord progressions that I'll give you. Now, let me stress this. This is another thing I'm going to say at practically every class, every video. Everything you're going to do in this class, this is a skill. This is something you're going to develop. In some of the questionnaire responses that I got back from you, I saw a lot of trepidation, a lot of people who are nervous about this class. Please don't be. Look, this is about developing a skill. This is about developing the tools for audiation, the tools for a successful transcription of melodies and chord progressions. If you've never done this before, totally okay. If you're terrified about this whole thing, totally okay as well. We will get past all this. We will be working on these skills, and I cannot stress this enough. This is a skill. If it doesn't come naturally to you right now, totally fine. This is something that we will develop over the oncoming months. So fret not. This is something we will be working on continually. That is the purpose of this class. Everybody groovy? Excellent. So now I want to get into some of the more salient elements of the course. I want to talk about the different things in the syllabus. I'm not going to go point for point on the syllabus, but just the important things to keep in mind. First and foremost, this class is just listed as online in the course schedule on the Western website. Specifically, this is going to be a hybrid class. This is going to be a hybrid class of synchronous and asynchronous activities. What does that mean, you may ask? I will tell you. So, on Tuesdays, I will be posting videos, much like this one. What? I'm going to post videos where I'll discuss different concepts. I'll go over certain exercises. Essentially, I'll go over the raw material of this class on those in those videos that I'll post on Tuesdays. It is my expectation that you will watch these videos on Tuesday. They're really important because they contain all the things that are obviously necessary to know, but all the things we'll subsequently discuss on Thursdays. Which leads me to, on Thursday, we will be having the synchronous activities, or the live activities for the class. On Thursdays, during your appointed class time, you will sign on to a live class session through Zoom. The Zoom link is posted up on Blackboard. I will highlight that a little bit later in the video. But on Thursdays, we'll meet face-to-face through the computer screen, and we will go over the material from the Tuesday videos, the exercises, the concepts, bit of review. This is when I will actively engage your audiation skills, your inner ear, through singing, through transcription exercises and the like, sometimes graded activities. This is all going to happen during those live classes on Thursdays. So please do not forget to sign on to class during those Thursday class sessions. So this should be, you should know this already, but if you're in section 1, your class time is 8 a.m. to 8:50 a.m. If you're in section 2, your Thursday class time is 9:30 to 10:20. If you're in section 3, your class is 11 a.m. to 11:50. And finally, if you're in section 4, your Thursday class time is 12:30 to 1:20. If you have any questions, concerns about this, please email me soon before Thursday. And I look forward to seeing you all on our first Thursday class session in 2 days. With my office hours, I'll be holding them on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Tuesdays, I'll be around 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 in the afternoon. And on Thursdays, I'll be around from 2 to 4 o'clock in the afternoon after the final class period has ended. I'm more than happy to meet with any of you during these times, but rather than just keep an open Zoom meeting going the entire time, I highly request that you please do email me if you want to meet. I'll be at my computer, so I'm happy just to jump right on. You can access my office hours through your Thursday class Zoom link, so just sign right in. First and foremost, send me an email, please, just so I know that you'll be there. Then I will meet you in the digital realm for office hours to discuss things from classes, or how cute my dog Razzle is, or whatever. So please do reach out to me if you'd like to meet for those office hours. Again, Tuesdays, 8:30 a.m. to 1:30 in the afternoon, or Thursdays from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Again, please email me before you sign on, just so I know that you will be there. Okay, moving on to the course materials. First and foremost, the textbook. Progressive Sight Singing by Carol Kruger. This is full of examples and exercises and a bunch of other great assorted material I will be using for the class. So please do get your hands on this as soon as possible. If you do have some trouble within the first couple of weeks, I will be sending out images of the exercises that we'll necessarily be using. But please do try to get your hands on this as soon as you can. It is available through the bookstore as a rental. Also, very important, please somehow procure some manuscript papers. By that, of course, I mean staff paper, blank staff paper. You can either get it through a notebook like this, or if you don't want to get a notebook, you can download pages from a website such as blanksheetmusic.net. I really don't care where you get staff paper from, just please do have staff paper at the ready. Also, I highly recommend you get a notebook with blank paper just for taking notes. When you are doing dictations or things with staff paper, please, 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 for the love of everything that is holy, use pencil. Do not use a pen. Trust me, you'll thank yourself later. Use a pencil. Also, please get a subscription to Taria.com. Taria is a really great online resource that we'll be using extensively in this class, and you'll also be using for your music theory class with Dr. Sink. We'll be using it for homework assignments, specifically with MUS 108. But aside from assignments for this class and for music theory, it's just a really great resource. It's a really great resource for brushing up on some musicianship essentials if you'd like to brush up on some. So the subscription fee, it's not terribly steep, and plus it's just a great resource for your classes and also just for your general musicianship. This is what Taria.com looks like. As you can see, there's resources for music theory tutorials, ear training exercises, references, articles if you're so interested. All in all, it is a really great resource that, like I said, we will be using extensively throughout the semester. Another resource you'll be using extensively throughout the semester is Blackboard. You'll be using it extensively for my class as well as many of your other classes. When you sign on to this course page in Blackboard, it'll take you right here, this welcome/front page. Everything I want you to see for this class on Blackboard, you'll find right here. Everything will be right on this welcome front page. For example, the link for your Thursday classes. Obviously, this is just for section 1, but every section will have its own respective link for the Zoom classes on Thursday. So when it's Thursday, right before the appointed class time, just sign into Blackboard, click on this link, and it'll take you right there. If you have any difficulties, for example, if it asks for a passcode is Razzle, all lowercase. You can copy and paste this link if need be, or if it's still giving you some trouble, this is the meeting ID, 581-283-2613. Just sign into that to sign into Zoom, and everything should be groovy. Also take note of the folders I'll be posting. Every Tuesday when I post the material for each week, I'll post it in a folder that looks something like this. I'll give a week, whatever week number it is, and also the specific date. So if I click on week 1, this specific week's folder, if you click on it right now, you'll see this Solfège hand signs PDF, but you'll also see a link to this video. But the thing I want you to specifically check out is this Solfège hand signs. This we'll be discussing on Thursday. So I highly recommend you check out Blackboard after you finish this video to look this up. But these are the hand signs for each of these solfège syllables we'll be using throughout the semester. If you're already familiar with this, excellent. If you're not, no worries. We'll talk more about this on Thursday. To those of you who are interested, we will be using a movable do solfège. So we'll be using these hand signs through a slew of different keys. And again, if you don't know what that means, no worries. We'll discuss this on Thursday. Another online resource we're going to be using this semester is Flipgrid. Flipgrid is a great website where users can record short videos of themselves and submit them for different assignments. We'll be using this for singing homework assignments. Essentially, I will post a Flipgrid link as well as a prompt. And the prompt will be maybe an example from the textbook. At which point you'll click on that link, you'll record a short video of yourself singing said example, and then you'll submit that. Basically, this is just compiling a database of different user submitted videos for academic assignments. We'll talk more about this as the Flipgrid assignments come up. But again, this is a really great resource that you might actually also be using in different classes for user submitted responses. And finally, with the online resources, during the survey that asked you to submit, I had a question about if you have any pitch giving resources, if you have a keyboard with you, a guitar, maybe even like a keyboard app on your phone. For those of you who don't happen to have anything yet, first and foremost, I definitely recommend check out some of the free smartphone keyboard apps that are out there. Some of them are really, really great. But for specific online resources, you could look up things such as this online pitch pipe, which I don't know if this is going to come through the audio. Again, I don't know if that came through, but it can give you reference pitches for different singing examples, or this online piano website, Online Pianist, which again, I don't know if this is going to sound. But it's a good resource for giving you reference pitches for different exercises, for transcription exercises or assorted singing exercises. Okay, thank you for sticking with me throughout this video thus far. Those are all the things I wanted to show you, at least initially. I might go over more stuff on the Thursday class, which you can access through the Zoom link on Blackboard. So again, please be aware of when your Thursday class time is. But I want to finish this video by going over some of the questions that y'all had for me. The last bit on the survey, I asked if you had any questions or concerns or anything you'd like to voice to me. And I got some consistent questions, so I'd like to go over some of those. The first question I want to cover, how to be successful in an online class. Probably the most important question I can cover in this whole section of the video. The best advice I could possibly give you to be successful in an online class: set a schedule for yourself and stick to it. Okay. With online classes, things can be a bit more ambiguous, a bit more fluid, a bit more open than with a regular face-to-face structured class. And that's good in some ways. It gives you more time, lets you handle things on your own schedule. But I highly, highly, highly recommend you set a very specific schedule and you stick to it. Okay, for example, with this class, I highly recommend during the appointed class time for this course on Tuesdays, use that time to check out the videos and all the different materials I post online. Don't think, oh, I'll wait until Wednesday night to do it, or I have an hour to do it before class on Thursday, I'll do it then. Don't do that. Stick to a very specific time throughout the entire semester. The more you adhere to a given schedule, the better you'll feel the material, the more regular it'll feel, and the more confident and refreshed you will feel with the classes at large. Another great question I got was, what advice would I offer to a first semester music major? A couple things I want to say about this. First and foremost, understand that you are now a part of a very special community. Yes, Western Carolina University. It's a great institution. I've been teaching here for the past few years, and I really, really love teaching here. But specifically with the music department, understand you're surrounded by peers who love what they do just as much as you do, or you will. You're around people who have gone through much of the same you've gone through with lessons, ensembles, your training, auditions, performances. They understand what you've done. So understand you're in a really special peer group and take advantage of this. Again, build relationships, build friendships. These are friendships that you're going to have for a long, long, long time. So take advantage of this, especially now in this very strange time. It's more than okay to rely on one another. You can voice your concerns to one another. You're all going through this exact same thing, not only going through this COVID crisis during during time in college, but in a music department where people are so close. So obviously, take care of yourselves, socially distance, respect that, respect one another in regards to the face masks and everything. But understand you're all working together. You're all working together for the common goal of bettering yourselves, not only as musicians, but as people through tangential lessons of music. So understand this, embrace it, and know that you're all doing this together. You're all in this together. Related, if you are studying music at the collegiate level, I don't think it's unfounded to say that you're at least a little bit nerdy. And that's okay. That's more than okay. That's awesome. Own that. Own that because you're being led by your passions. I fully admit, I'm a nerd. Of course I am. Look at my glasses. Own that side of you. Own your passion and let it drive you down all these great, fascinating new avenues you're going to discover over the next 4 or however many years. If you want to spend a Friday night in the library doing a score study with a wind ensemble piece and listening to along, yes, absolutely, go freaking do that. If you want to sight read a 4-part motet, absolutely go do that. Understand, seriously, you're at a really special place and you have a lot of really fantastic resources at hand. So that's, in addition to being safe and taking care of yourselves, that's some of the best advice I can give you as a first-year student. Own your passion, pursue it unceasingly, and just anticipate all the fascinating places it's going to take you. Another question, will there be tutoring services? Yes, absolutely. There will be tutoring services for my class, for your music theory classes, and for your keyboarding classes. We're finalizing those details. I have an idea who some of the tutors are going to be. They're all excellent students, and they will be super, super helpful. They'll be excellent resources for you. We just have to confirm a few things, but once those tutors are set in place, there'll be an announcement. I'll actually try to get them in on a Thursday Zoom call to introduce themselves and to talk about how to sign up for tutoring services. But rest assured, there will be some excellent tutors available for your musicianship classes this semester. And finally, just some general concerns I've gotten about being in this class. People who are worried about singing in front of their peers. People who are nervous about just what this class will entail. Do you need to be a good singer to be in this class? Let me emphasize this. This is all about developing a skill. Okay? It's more than okay if you're nervous to sing in front of your peers. When I took this class way back in the day, I was terrified to sing in public. It's not something I ever really did. But again, this is a skill. This is something you develop. It's okay to be nervous about it initially. There's nothing wrong with that. Just know that with time and with practice, you will develop the skills that you need for this class. You will get better, and you will lose that the sense of nerves. You will lose that nervousness. You will succeed with this class with dedication and practice. I promise you. I've had some people ask me if they need to be a really good singer to do well in this class. Not at all. This is about articulating melodies. This is about audiating melodies. This is about sight singing something kind of as I posted. Again, this is all related to the skill. You do not need a beautiful voice to do well in this class. You've been listening to me ramble on and on and on in this video for how long? I don't even know how long this video is going to be. I know what I sound like. I don't have a beautiful voice. I sound like Kermit the Frog with a smoker's cough, and that's fine. You can do well with this class because it's all about a skill. You don't need a beautiful voice. All you need is the dedication and the curiosity to succeed. And I promise you, with the dedication, with working on this material, with practice, I promise you, you will do well and you will kick ass and all will be groovy. That's all I've got. If you have any questions between now and your scheduled class time on Thursday, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. Otherwise, I think I've rambled on long enough. I hope you're all doing well. Please stay healthy, stay positive, stay optimistic, and I'm sincerely looking forward to digitally meeting you all on Thursday. Take care, everybody.